Welcome back. Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. Yeah.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Such a damn shame.
You're watching Young Tripp Reactions, the show where rapper
Welcome
Young
back
Tripp reacts
to
to the
Young
latest
Tripp
videos on
Reactions.
crime, drama, news, and so much more. Get ready because the show's
first
about to
video
start.
we're gonna
Let's
do
go.
is women say they're disgusted with themselves after having a whole bunch of hookup relationships and one-night stands. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me on my professional FB or Instagram page. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights, or anything like that, send that to me through direct message over on my professional FB or Instagram as well too. Let me know if there's a civil rights attorney involved. Let me know if it involves you, a friend, a relative, or somebody like that. Let me know if they are still here, if it does involve somebody else, or if the police, send them to the Lord and Savior and you're trying to fight for justice for your friend or relative. If your friend or relative is still here, let me know if they want to come onto the channel to be interviewed, or if you as a relative want to come on and talk for them because they're not in a situation to be able to come on and talk for themselves, or if they're no longer here, if you want to come on and talk for them as a relative or a friend or something like that as well too, or you want me just to get it out there. Also, let me know if there's a civil rights attorney involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself, or the activists in your city or state or wherever you are, if who those people may be, so I can reach out to them to help fight for justice for you and your loved one. Also, make sure you come follow me on my professional FB and Instagram as well too, because I post over there as well too. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And let's get into this.
So disgusted with myself right now. I just let it that disrespects me and don't fuck with me come over here and get some for nothing. I'm so desperate to feel something that I'll literally do anything. Like, I know people do not be me, and I will still let them have sex with me just so I could feel something.
And what's so sad is that there's good, decent dudes out here that she could kick it with, but more likely she probably, friend zoned them, pushed them to the side, said, "Oh, you're such a great friend," and then went and kicked it with somebody who would have never really took her serious, never in a serious relationship or nothing like that. Kicking it with him because he's 6 feet tall, got a pocket full of money, probably got a little side job, but his main job is probably doing something illegal, and she's just enjoying everything that comes with that. And now, knowing that, oh, he didn't change for my goodie basket, now she's upset and sad. Let's continue. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. But I guarantee you, a dude who really would rock with her, she probably be like, nope, nope, nope. A person, maybe because they're not 6 feet tall, or they're not dressing the way that she wants, or because they have like a form of a disability, like a person like myself, vision loss, or a prosthetic leg. When you think about LeVar Bond and how his wife left him, things like that. But then you're upset when the person that you thought you could change doesn't change for you, and now you're upset. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And then, of course, their big thing, oh, there's no good men. When there is, you just don't want them because they're not looking the way you want. They're not dressing the way you want. They don't have a big old house, um, or things like that, and they're still working on themselves, or they got an everyday job just like you because you got an everyday job. But yeah, let's continue.
Like, I know people do not be me, and I would still let them have sex with me just so I could feel something. Now I'm about to roll some, and I need a bottle, and I'm probably going to myself, cause.
And that's where we get into where you really have to feel bad, and prayers go out to her to get through this, because I believe that this is really like a cry for help. And so prayers go out to her that hopefully that she can get the right guidance and get on the right path to start kicking it with the right people, start dating the right people, because I believe that this really is a cry for help, and that she really needs help with all of this. So I'm not gonna chew her out, severely as like I do regarding lots of other people, because I think this is really a cry for help, is as well. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
I don't know. Myself, cause I don't know. I'm just at the point where I don't care no more about myself. Like, every time I tried, it didn't matter. It, like, good or bad, it never mattered, and I'm always gonna be alone. I don't care about myself no more. I let so many men have me that did not even me or barely even knew me. Cause I didn't grow up with a mom. I don't have nobody. Don't nobody give a if I'm dead or alive. I honestly be waiting. I only just want another.
And it's sad that, as she said, she didn't grow up with a mom. She didn't really speak about her dad. But yeah, this is very, very sad. Let's continue. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Myself, because I didn't grow up with a mom. I don't have nobody. Don't nobody give a if I'm dead or alive. I honestly be waiting. I only just want another myself because I don't want to go to hell. I don't care no more. I be wanting to though. Like, I do. It's not sad or nothing. I just cry because, like, just off the emotional.
And you see that she does have a connection with the Lord and Savior, and that's good too. So prayers go out to her with dealing with this as well too. So yeah, definitely wanted to say that. So yeah, I also just put out a prayer now for her as well too. That's what the silence was for. But yeah, this is really a cry for help, and that's why I'm not really on her as hard as I usually am for people who've been watching my videos. So yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Part of it, but I don't care no more. I be wanting it though. Like, I do. It's not sad or nothing. I just cry because, like, just off the emotional part of it. But I really just be wanting it for a long time. Since I was a kid, I always wanted.
This is very, very sad. So my first reaction to this is to pray for and to basically say,
What's up, y'all? I'm Person
Advertisement, y'all.
and I want to tell y'all, social media, physical products, digital products, it's the way of the future. If you want to grow your business, log in right now with us. Me and Spectacular go.
it is redemption. Very, very sad. So my first reaction to this is to pray for and to basically say, it is redemption and it is an opportunity to forgive yourself. And so it sounds like, you know, because she hasn't had guidance, because she hasn't had strong parents in her life, she said that she didn't have a mother. I don't know if she had a father or not. It sounds like now she's looking for love in other people that then don't see her as valuable because she's not surrounding herself with people of substance. She's surrounding herself with people that don't mean her no good, but all, at the same time, they getting whatever it is that make them feel good out of it. And it don't mean that they are people of, that they're getting anything out of it. It's just a fleeting moment. It's a fleeting feeling. And so what you have is people that lean into even more of these vices. You see that she's saying that she want to roll up. Now she need a bottle, and she's trying to, self-medicate and all of this stuff because this is a cry for help. Very rarely do I actually think that people are genuinely making a cry for help when they make a video for social media. This is one of the rare times that I actually think that this is a cry for help. So, I'm not going to just go off on her, or I'm not just going to, try to throw her under the bus because, even though I don't agree with the lifestyle, even though I don't agree with the things that she's saying, for somebody to say that they want to basically take themselves out, and the only reason that they're not taking themselves out is because they're afraid of going to hell. Well, first of all, that tells you that they do have something still within them that believe. They still believe in God. They still think it's hope. They still think it's an opportunity. But now they're starting to put their self-worth and value in other people that's not reciprocating or not turning, giving it back to them. And so I hate to even go down this path, but I got to go down this path. This is why we then lean into a higher power. This is why we start to read our word, because it shows us and it tells us about the God within us and how we're able to tap into it, because we don't have to lean into anybody. We don't have to look for anybody to make us feel good about ourselves, right? We find happiness from within. We find substance from within. We find our substance from being productive, from being successful. And so then that's when you start to get to a point to where you not only have a full life, not only do you have real substance within yourself, but then you're starting to able to give back. You're starting to help other people. You're doing it for the right reasons, so on and so forth. But right now, she's in such a broken state to where she can't see anything except for being self-medicated, except for being looking for love in the wrong places. And so she's going to continue to pick men and pick people that, is a reflection of the thing that she probably should have had. Or, she's going to try to find something in people because she's searching for something that she never had when she was younger, right? She never had nobody probably to tell her that they love her. She probably never had nobody that really held her down. And this is why I'm so adamant against single parent households. I'm adamant against people that don't have resources having children, because if you can't raise them, if you can't give them anything, and she does need to take self accountability and responsibility for her situation. She does need to, not make any excuses. And at some point you need to heal from stop blaming your circumstances or your past so that you can start to find, growth and opportunity in other things beyond just a feeling or an emotion or how you feel or whatever. When you get to that point, then that's when you'll start to have growth. Then that's when you'll start to have purpose. But she don't have no purpose. She just existing. And when you don't have any purpose and you just existing and you start to, depend on the bottle and self-medicate, is nothing. And I mean absolutely, positively nothing is going to come of this, positive. You don't self-medicate, go to sleep, and then wake up and then everything is fine. No. You do it, and then you realize, things are just worse than it ever is, and you start to go down this pathway that is not going to be beneficial to you. And so if you're able to grab yourself up out of that, and again, I don't know of anything personally, like, I don't think it's a person that can snap her out of it. I don't think, even if she was to get into a relationship, I don't think, get into a relationship with a really, really good person, I don't think that person can snap her out of it, right? That's, honestly, it just has to come from within. It has to be a higher power. It has to be something greater than your current circumstance or the people that you surround yourself with. And it is good to find yourself around positive people, but she got to find a tribe. She got to find people that give her purpose. And if she don't do that, then she just going to keep on spiraling down this place. So I did send up a prayer within when I was listening to her talk about it, because I like to react to this stuff in real time. And I do think that this is a cry for help. Usually when I see people record themselves, I look at it as all performative, but I think that she genuinely wants to be a better person. And one night stands, she needs to go celibate. Like, she needs to completely remove herself from the streets.
Advertising, yeah.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? If so, you need to stop now and immediately call an experienced auto accident attorney.
Because this ain't been night stands, she needs to go celibate. Like, she needs to completely remove herself from the streets. Because this ain't benefiting her at all. And so she got to go cold turkey on most of this stuff. But that's going to take a spiritual power that's greater than herself to be able to do so.
It's getting worse and worse.
And I absolutely agree, like, with everything Anton said, probably to go celibate for a while, meet somebody, connect with them, first work on herself and then do that, and then connect with somebody, get to really know them, kick it with them, and go from there. Not be out here just in the streets kicking it with anybody and everybody, everybody come over your house and kick it with you and do whatever to you and then walk out the door, and it's not really a real relationship. Let's continue.
Because this ain't benefiting her at all. And so she got to go cold turkey on most of this stuff. But that's going to take a spiritual power that's greater than herself to be able to do so.
It's getting worse and worse. As I get older, I can have a house, I can have a job, I can have a car. I wish I would have had somebody that gave on me so I could actually have did right things in my life and cared about myself. But when you don't have nobody to care about you, you really just don't care about yourself. And here's a battle.
I've had 2 one-night stands. Afterwards, I literally, whilst he was getting dressed, I was laying there in my bed, in the dark, just crying, silently. I was once again, another one-night stand. I tried it when I was 19. I've tried it again now, and I actually fucking hate it. I can't stand it. The thing is, as well, that is so annoying. I wish I could do one-night stands. I like the fantasy idea of them, but in reality, it just never works out the way that I'd hope. And I've already had the proof in the pudding twice now, and I don't need any more proof of it. Not for me. The thing is, I just cannot open up my body to someone fully without being connected to them emotionally on some level. I need to know their mind.
Well, most women is like that, and that's the way women should be. You should be able to only, sleep with somebody romantically and do all that only if you are connected. That's the way it's supposed to be. So if you're not connected, that's not a person for you to be kicking it with. Because women so much want to be like men, because there are men out there who can just kick it with a woman, have no connection, don't find her attractive, none whatsoever. I can't do that, but there's men out there who can. They'll sleep with somebody who they don't find attractive, just hook up with them, and then bounce. Why, as a woman, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to be like that? Why would you want to be like that? That is crazy. That's not the way you should want to be. Even me as a man, I'm not like that. I don't want to kick it with somebody who I absolutely, would never date or talk to. Now, there's a such thing as, women that you may just think that they're pretty. They may have a nice personality or something like that. So you think that they're a nice person, a cool person, seem like a pretty person to want to hang out with. If you're a dude, and she's a woman, obviously, you find a connection with that person, but they're not a person that you would be in a relationship with, but somebody that, maybe you would just, maybe kick it with, but you have some form of liking for them. But what I'm talking about is somebody who doesn't like somebody at all, you don't find them attractive, none whatsoever, not their personality, not their look, not nothing. And then you just kicking it with them, sleeping with them, and just basically having a good time with them, but you really don't want to be in a relationship with them. To me, that is crazy. But there are men out there who do that would just kick it with a woman who they don't find really seriously strongly attractive. They just find them a little bit attractive. So yeah, that's the thing. They just find them a little bit attractive, just enough to sleep with them, but not be in a serious relationship with them. Crazy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
And that's what it is, and fully, without being connected to them emotionally on some level. Like, I need to know their mind. That's what it is. And the sex is shit a lot of the time as well, because it's like, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know my body, like, it's just not really there.
So basically what she's telling you is that she's going to continue to slut it out beyond the fact that she's tried it when she was younger. She's trying it now. They're still going down this pathway of, you know, seeking satisfaction with something that they know doesn't work. And instead of them saying, I want companionship, I want love, I want to be around somebody that actually has my best interests at heart, she's still talking about having one night stands. And this is how you know that society is broken. This is how you know people are broken. People don't have the solution, man. And you know, I know that we advocated for feminism as a society, as a culture, not me personally, but none of that stuff actually benefited any of these women. All they became was even more empty. They you know, learn to subject themselves with even worse people. They have no connection, not a spiritual connection, not a mental connection, not an emotional connection. And so they doing hookup culture. Hookup culture has never been beneficial for anybody, yet they still out here running around acting like they don't have any sense, and they're doing stuff that's not beneficial for themselves, nor is it beneficial for the people that they, you know, rock out with. And so this is what you get now. You got women that are celebrating having hookup culture and is having trash experiences. Instead of making adjustments, they still doing what they doing. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T. Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.
I just got paid $62,000 for my car accident using nothing but this app on my phone.
Yeah, like Anton said, you know, people still want to do it. They don't want to find somebody who will be genuine and connect with them for real. It's a matter of the bank account, the tallness, and all that other stuff, 6 figures and all that. And hey, you are entitled, not really entitled, but you are allowed to have the preferences that you want, but don't be upset when it doesn't go good, you know. So if you want somebody 6 feet tall, making $6K a month, and we got the big old house and white picket fence and all that stuff, but he's not, you know, really being loyal to you or anything like that, and leaving you and abandoning you later, and you reject so many men that were growing and wanted you to be their partner, you know, be their significant other, growing with them, and you like, nope, I want somebody who got it all figured out, and then you're upset later. That's not nobody's fault but your own, because you could pick somebody who you can actually grow with and grow a real connection, a real relationship with, and not just be hooking up with them and then they also hooking up with other people. But let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and the link in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message on FB or Instagram. Also, make sure you come follow me on my professional FB and professional Instagram pages as well too. Those will be at the in the link at the top of the chat, in the pinned comment, and at the top of the link in the description, along with the original video as well. If anybody has any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights, or anything like that, send that to me through direct message on FB or Instagram as well too. Give me the details. Let me know if civil rights attorneys similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself is involved. Let me know if it involves you, a relative, a friend. Let me know if the friend or relative is, you know, still here and that the police did not unalive them because maybe they want to be interviewed themselves, or if they just want you to talk for them, that's fine too. I can bring you onto the platform to talk, or you can let me know about the case, and I can research it and talk for you and your family and try to help push for justice for you and your family, to fight for justice. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.